welcome to Live at 5 on Thursday, September the 29th.
And we have a very special
guest, William Popp from WAITRESS.
I like the way you say that, Pop. Very good.
Well, how do you say it?
I don't want to say it now.
All right, okay. You're going to the Encounter tonight. We've
I
got
am.
a Broadway opening. The season has started.
It has. Simon McBurney's The Encounter opens tonight. And in other exciting kind of opening news, curtain up on the falsettos.
Yeah, begins
Started previews.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
We have
a lot of news.
A lot of news. I had a very busy end of day yesterday. They all went a bit nuts in London. So Jersey Boys announced it was closing in the West End after 9 years. And then it turns out that Harvey Weinstein might have had a little something to do with it. Maybe. Looks like he wants to put Finding Neverland into the Jersey Boys Theatre in the West End. So lots have happened overnight last night.
That's right. Judith Light opened her show. Neil Abute's All the Ways to Say I Love You opened last night. We've got some gorgeous pictures, and her co-star from Transparent, Jeffrey Tambor, stopped by, so that was just gorgeous. But also, they've extended through October 23rd at the Lucille Lortel Theater.
So that was great. Saigon casting news.
I was waiting for you to get look at that smile. She loves Miss Saigon.
But it's so good, this production. Like, trust me, it's so good. We both saw it in London.
We loved it.
And we never really agree.
We do.
But we sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, so it's Rachel Ango who plays Gigi in London. She's superb. She's spectacular. She's going to be reprising her role here. I'm going to say this wrong. I'm so sorry, Devon. We're going to be good friends when you do come. Devon Ilor is going to be here as Thoy, and he was that character in Toronto. So they're Cameron McIntosh. You
Starts March 1st.
Yeah.
At the Broadway
And
Theater.
I know you all want to know about Chris, so I called the press agent up about Chris today. He said the casting news is imminent. So watch this space.
Listen, Miss Saigon, big part.
Big part, very important role.
Speaking of a big part, do you like my segue?
That's so good segue.
Seth Stewart has officially now been named the Lafayette / Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton. We know him as Graffiti Pete. Some of us know him as Graffiti Pete.
He was on Live at 5. I interviewed him on Live at 5
such a
back
sweetheart.
in the day.
He is doing it through the end of the year. So he's been alternating in the role. Now it's just his for a little while.
Yeah.
And in more Hamilton news, Hamilton Sphere, World. Leslie Odom Jr. is dropping a new album on my birthday, November 11th.
Well, I know what I'll be buying you.
It's a holiday album, so that's going to be awesome. And also, Daveed Diggs, the original Tony-winning, you know Daveed Diggs. He was on Kimmel. So that was pretty cool to have all the Hamilton. And also, Ariana DeBose, the Bullet from Hamilton, who's now in A Bronx Tale, launched her vlog today. It's called Bronx Bullet, backstage at A Bronx Tale. It's really fun. First week of rehearsal for them, so you really get to see the family meet each other.
It's all good.
We have another video with the tour cast of An American in Paris. More tour news. Phantom's getting a new masked man.
New Phantom.
It's Derek Davis, who starts October 20th in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you're in Texas, you're in for a treat. We've got a Q&A with the Bodyguard star Ben Richards. And there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. So first, Grumpy Cat. You just tell, what?
Grumpy Cat is an internet superstar and a New York Times best-selling author, which makes me unhappy because I've written several books and I am still not a New York Times best-selling author.
You need to be a little grumpier, I think.
I clearly am not grumpy enough. Anyway, Grumpy Cat is going to go to Cats tomorrow night and join the cast. So that was leading odds and ends today because that defines odds and ends. Your
mouth is moving, but I don't
as Caitlin will testify, it's all blowing up on Twitter. You're all loving this, so it's fine.
That's true.
It's fine.
Speaking of blowing up on Twitter, Adina Menzel was on Ellen and talked about Frozen 2.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome.
And also in odds and ends today, there's a little video that they made from Wicked in London.
For the 10th anniversary, as you all know.
Well, we met. We didn't
were
realize.
there.
Yeah, we both were there.
We didn't even know.
We didn't even know.
It's fate. It's fate. For those of you who are a little older and know who Shirley Jones is, like me, there's a bio show of Shirley Jones with her son, Patrick Cassidy. It's being done in, I think, Kansas.
Yes, but it's a tryout, so then they're going to go
on tour. Have You Met Mrs. Jones? Here's the most exciting part for people my age. There's some in the room. Sean Cassidy co-wrote this. He was a teen idol back in the day. Look it up.
Anyway, it might be coming to New York.
I mean, I think so, because I need to meet Sean Cassidy. Also, Richard Mulvey Jr., who's okay. So we know that they're in good hands. They're in good hands. I'm going to get out of here. William Popp is here.
He is here. So let's welcome William Popp. Have fun at Encounter. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
What pleasure.
So you started on September the 23rd.
Friday.
And spoiler alert.
Yeah.
you're really mean and nasty in Waitress. How's that working out for you?
Oh, it's great.
Is it good? Are you booed at the end? Are you still trying to get the boo at the end?
No. I don't try for that, but actually in last night's show, there were a couple of patrons who used some expletives on my exit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that means you're clearly doing your job.
I guess.
Now, this is your Broadway debut.
Yes.
You're going into one of the hottest shows on Broadway.
Yeah, it's so great.
On a Friday night.
Yeah.
How was that? Just to deal with that process? Was it beyond exciting?
Yeah.
Beyond scary? I mean, how did it go?
It was just the best thing ever, really. It was just so amazing to just be present with a dream coming true.
Yeah. And I mean, you must have probably seen
can't
Jessie
beat
Mueller
that.
work before on stage. I mean,
Yes, we did.
Screen wife.
We did. And she's, oh my God, Jessie Mueller. Whoa, she is so incredible.
So good.
Oh my gosh, it's just like, she's profoundly good. She's a living Broadway legend.
She is.
Right? And Diane Paulus. I spent like a whole day with them. Oh, it's so great.
How has it been stamping yourself onto that role, as it were?
I mean,
Did you watch the film? Did you watch Nick Cordero do it, or do you think
I
don't
watched Nick do it many times.
Yeah.
But I actually chose specifically not to watch the film. I got it when I was rehearsing, or not when I was rehearsing, when I read the script for the audition, I memorized my sides, I learned the song, and then I rented the movie. I got 10 minutes in, and then I was like, I don't want to watch it. I just didn't want it to affect my choices.
Get into your head.
It
Now,
worked.
Brooke wants to know, did Nick Cordero give you any advice?
I guess not.
Guess
But he's
not.
so great. He was
is
really,
great.
really kind and welcoming to
Did
me.
he give you anything in the dressing room? Because sometimes they do that too, or not.
He left me a speaker
Okay, that works.
and a
Boys
glass.
are so funny. I think it's probably a
I
boy
wasn't
thing as
expecting
well.
anything.
Because my friend see my
I didn't give him
I'm good
anything.
friends with Sierra Borges.
That's probably why.
And so I've helped Sierra clear out a few rooms.
Okay.
And I think girls, they do. I think girls sort of leave notes and stuff. I think it's probably a girl-boy thing going on there. Maybe a bit.
I don't know.
Now, you're in a theatre that smells of pies.
Yeah.
Now, how does that work?
Oh, it just smells so good all the time.
Do you like eat pies, or do you actually now off pies? Do you think is everyone eating pie backstage, or are they a bit like we're sick of pie?
Well, there's not a lot of pie backstage because the lobby smells like pie.
The cinnamon.
But the lobby is a bit further away from backstage.
Okay.
So I actually am not inhaling pie all day.
All the time.
But I wouldn't mind that. I love pie.
It works.
Yeah.
Pie wasn't part of the audition process, can you imagine?
But I
Probably
would've-
was for Jessie Mueller.
I would have been great at it though.
Would have been perfect at it.
It makes me want to bake a pie though.
Really?
I'm nervous about making a crust though because I feel like I would have to make the crust. But actually making a crust, that's a...
Well, Jessie could probably teach you, because I think Jessie had to learn, didn't she?
I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she did.
Should have
And were you a big fan of Sarah Bareilles coming in?
Yeah,
or
very much so.
Have you met her yet?
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
She was at my audition. She came to opening. She's lovely.
She's lovely, isn't she?
She's lovely and she's so talented. Everybody in that cast is just so lovely and talented. It's like everything you would ever want.
And
It is.
It's a
not
big
like
Broadway
it
hit.
is. Yeah.
Now you come from you were sort of headlining Sleep No More, right?
I mean,
you were
no.
in that.
I was in it, but headlining is that. It was Sleep No More is an ensemble piece, and I was a part of the ensemble.
But so different for you to come in from that crazy show
Yeah.
off Broadway that was very, very different.
Yeah.
And
But
then
it's been,
getting onto Broadway. Has
it's
that
been
been
a
fun?
while. Well, it's been like 3 years since I left
Okay.
Sleep No More. So the big
Bit of
difference was
time.
like the past 3 years I've just been doing like TV
You've
mostly.
got a lot of TV
and
credits.
that's a huge switch.
Yeah.
Is going from TV to stage. And I got back to stage and I was like, oh, I love it here. It's so nice.
So you don't. Let's talk about your TV, because you've got Time After Time coming up. That's ABC, isn't it?
Yeah, I did a couple of episodes on that, which is great. It's a really fantastic show with Kevin Williamson, who's just like, oh my God, he's so amazing.
And you've got loads of credits. Just going through some: Power, Person of Interest, Bluebirds, Blacklist,
Yeah.
The Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's crazy. You've been crazy busy.
It's been a great.
And then you decide to come back to Broadway. So what?
I made the decision.
No. You know what it is. You're doing all this TV work, and then what made you think, okay, I'm going to make this?
Oh, I didn't think my team got me the audition, and I was like,
I want to do this.
No, I was like, of course I'll go in for it. I'll go in. I'll make a great impression. But like, I'm not gonna book a role on a Broadway. I'm not gonna be a principal. I can't do that. So I just went in. I worked really hard on it, and then it happened, and I didn't believe it, and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I have to tell you something. You can't tell anybody. She was like, what's wrong?
It's bad news. Mothers normally go for bad news first. Yeah. They normally immediately think it's a disaster, don't they?
And I was like, I think I'm going to book a Broadway show. And she was like, oh my God. What is that? What do you mean?
So
she was there on opening night.
She was there.
Yeah. My mom, my dad, my husband, my brother, and his wife were all there.
But is that a bit? Was that tough as well? Because when you're a put in, it's like the first night. Do you want them to come back and see you when you've?
Oh yeah. Honestly, everybody was there. Diane was there. Sarah was there.
So Jessie was there. Well, Jessie was there. I mean, that's the biggest pressure of all. Up against your Tony-winning leading lady.
Oh my God,
she is so good.
She's so kind too. She was just so lovely and welcoming, and I was a little nervous.
You've also got to be mean to her.
Yeah.
How does that go?
Well, it's just it's different, and I'm not a mean guy. Right?
Right? What happens at stage door? Do people run away from you? Or are they trying to get autographs from you? How's that experience gone yet?
Honestly, I am so nervous that I'm going to go out there and be booed that I haven't done it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
So what, you go out the front of the theatre or something?
Yeah, I'm like, all I can think is people don't want to see me. I'm not very nice in the show. People don't want my autographs. So I just don't.
They probably realise
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
They probably realise it's acting. Once they've seen this, everybody knows.
I hope.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I gotta do it at some point. I know, but it has nothing to do with people. I'm very, very grateful for the fans. I'm just insecure.
I mean, I'm sure there are other Broadway baddies that go out the stage door.
Yeah, but the show is just really about Jessie. It's really about, oh God, and she's just so good in it.
All right, dream roles on Broadway. Have you got any that you would love to? Have you got anything that you'd love to do?
Actually,
now you're here.
I do. I have two.
Okay, go on. Put it out there.
I would love to be the MC in Cabaret, and I would love to be McHeath in Three Pennies. So I would love to be my friend Alan.
Did you see Alan? Did you see Alan?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
He's a friend of mine. He came to my wedding,
Yeah. So
but
he's a good friend.
Oh my God, Alan's so good.
So good.
He's just so witty.
Witty, also very sexy.
Yeah.
In that role. No, he was. Yeah, really.
And did you see? And I saw Emma Stone in it too.
Yeah.
Oh God, she really blew me away.
I love Michelle. I love Michelle.
I wasn't able to see.
No,
Michelle
I do mean Miss Rollins. I also mean Sienna. I mean, Sienna. Thank you.
Oh, Sienna Miller. Yeah.
I was about to say Sierra. I was on the Sierra
I would
train.
love to see her on stage, but I saw Michelle Williams in Blackbird, which is incredible.
That was very good.
She's amazing in that. Talk about a hard show. Oh man, just the two of them every night, and they're still doing it.
Jeff Bridges versus Well,
they're great in it, but oh golly, the journey they have to go on every night.
It was
That's hard.
Very hard, very hard. So okay, so those two shows are out there.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to bring it back to the show that you're currently in, Live at 5. I think that's always good. Why do you think audiences love Waitresses as much as they do? Why do you think it speaks to people?
I think it speaks to people because it bypasses people's mind and goes right to their heart.
Very good answer.
And isn't that what people want? And New York, and we're so busy. And then it's just the music comes in, and then you just have all of these incredible performers. It's funny. It's really funny. I didn't expect it to be funny.
And there's also pie.
And they have the guilt-free pies.
Guilt-free pies.
William
Popp, thank you very much for being here.
Thank
Waitress.
you.
Everybody go see Waitress, and we will see you tomorrow live at 5.